Hey everyone. First off, thank you guys all so much for the support. But obviously, we have received hundreds of messages via Twitter, Instagram, and email about CarterPulse and what we do. We try our very best to answer all your guys' questions, but we know sometimes it might take a little bit of a delay. We have been doing some live question and answer sessions via Twitch, so if you have not followed us there already, then go on over there and please do that. Please enjoy this video, which highlights some of the most common questions we receive here at CarterPulse. And please don't forget to follow us at CarterPulse on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, and press the subscribe button right here on YouTube. If you have any questions that was not answered in this video, please comment them below. Thanks a lot.
How do you help people connect to orgs?
Before we even started signing players, we started making connections with different organizations, sending out tweets left and right, taking in calls with organizations, telling them what we were trying to do. We started doing that even prior to filing the LLC paperwork and everything like that. So we made all our connections with organizations and everything prior to even starting everything up. So then when we started signing pros, it was kind of easy because we just would then reach back out to the organizations with the pros that we had. It was really easy because a lot of organizations had a lot of respect for us being attorneys and everything like that.
You're asking about, how we do things and how much it costs. If you're interested and you play and you think you got something or potential, just DM us follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitch, everything. Send us a DM, send us all your credentials, and we'll see what we can do for you if you're interested.
See, like I said, I keep going back to this. I keep saying this. If we think we can be helpful for you guys, we will represent you. Plain and simple. If that's what it comes down to. If we think we can make a pitch to organizations for you, if we can pitch to you guys as sponsors, we're gonna bring you on as a client.
One example. I won't say names, but basically, me and Pulse were talking today. We saw potential in someone that might not happen for a couple months, and if we see that potential, that's what we look into, like for guys down the line. You know what I'm saying? So, we just need to see that potential, or that spark, or that uniqueness of someone. So that's what we'll say about that as well. You don't just have to have the 50K followers on Twitter. Like if there's potential there and you do something that's different, then we can probably look into that and be like, wow, this is super cool and unique. So yeah, that's also another fact.
A great example is Alan.
Yeah.
3 months ago, we signed Alan. He was our first TikTok signing. We knew TikTok was a huge platform. We didn't represent any clients at that time in TikTok. We signed Alan to TikTok. And I'll tell you guys a story with Luminosity. I noticed that Luminosity's TikTok had not even 1,000 followers. So I spoke to the founder of Luminosity. I said, hey, like, I know a way that we can blow up your TikTok. I got a guy that can blow up your TikTok. Our guy has 700,000 followers on TikTok. He can blow up your TikTok. And he was just like, oh, wow, I never even thought about expanding our TikTok. Who do you have in mind? I pitched him Alan. I said, Alan's got this. He can do this. He can do this. He was just like, great. I'd love to sign him. Boom. Luminosity's TikTok has gone from having 800 followers to now up to 125,000 followers.
Just in a month.
In a month.
With Alan, just Alan.
I mean they signed a couple other guys besides Alan, so I don't want to give them all.
Yeah.
But it's just like
At
that
least
just shows to say how our brains work as Carter Pulses. We pretty much are thinking for the org. We're saying you need this person, and we can provide this person for you, and we have the person for you. So why don't you take our guy from us, and we'll work with you for our guy. And it always goes back to that organizations like working with us because they know it's a smooth process. They know already what we like in contracts. It speeds stuff along really quick rather than someone new having to go hire an attorney and then work with that attorney and everything like that. It just speeds up the process.
And to think about this, we got to remember this industry, the esports, it's still so new that organizations and companies are willing to take chances. So when you don't think like you're too small or you don't have enough followers or you don't have enough viewers, don't think like that, because the companies are willing to take chances right now because this is a growing industry. It's growing by literally the minute it's growing. So I mean it's crazy to think about how fast it's growing.
What Ty just said. Don't say you're too small. Ty messaged us. I don't know how long ago. Well, we looked into everything. We talked to Ty about everything that he had going on. We knew that we would be beneficial for him, that we could help him out a lot, that we have some big things in the work already for Ty. And we really see a huge upside for Ty. If you look at Ty's Twitter right now, he has, 900 followers? Like, it's not all about followers for us. It's really not. It's about if we think that you guys have a high upside, we will bring you on as a client. If we think that we can help you, we will bring you on as a client.
If you can average on how many followers on social and Twitch do you guys look for when you bring them onto an org?
So, I mean, it's like I said, it's more of a combination about everything. It's not just about followers on social and Twitch. There's some people that we have clients that literally they have 300 followers on Twitter, but yet they average their concurrent viewers are 60 to 70 on Twitch, which sometimes it doesn't make sense. We also have followers that are big on TikTok, but not big on Twitter. It's really a combination of everything. Like I said, it truly is. If all the facts all the stats and facts on the sheet, if we think that we can be beneficial to you, we will definitely bring you on as a client.
Have you guys had someone get signed by FaZe, or what's the biggest org you guys have gotten someone signed to? Like tier 1, I guess.
Yeah, not FaZe yet. I mean, we've talked to FaZe. We do have a connection within FaZe. We haven't officially signed anyone to FaZe yet. Gotten close with FaZe, and I think FaZe was like, yeah, they were about to sign one of our guys. I'll leave that. Not disclosing who, but they were about to sign one of our guys, but we decided to go a different direction. Some of the biggest orgs that we have signed with, I mean, we signed 8 guys to XSET. I mean, XSET has a pretty good name now. We've signed 3 guys to Luminosity. We have now signed 4 or 5 people to KNG. So we've definitely have talked to some and worked with some pretty big name orgs.
Appreciate it.
The biggest thing, especially like when we're working with our clients, is
70 players left.
You guys they need to trust us. They need to trust what we say. Oftentimes they like to think that they know that they're valued, that they know everything that's best for them, and they might have a general idea, but at the same time, we're the ones that talk to organizations and sponsors and everything every single day. We're the ones that we know what Steel Series, G Fuel, Advanced GG, Razor. We're the ones that know what they're looking for when it comes to sponsorships. We're the ones that know what the organization's looking for when it comes to signing pros. So like when it comes to stuff like that, like you guys need to trust us. And put aside like your personal belief and your personal numbers and everything that you have in your head, and just trust us that at the end of the day we will get you, as long as you can provide us with the numbers that we need to go and make a pitch for you guys to these different organizations and sponsors. So the biggest thing when it comes to working with an agency, whether that's us, whether a management agency, talent agency, anything, whether that's us or whether it's another management or talent agency, is you guys have to have trust in them that they know what they're doing, because they are.
How long does it take someone to sign to an org?
Depends how long it takes to sign someone to an org. I mean, it really depends on what their expectations are. Some people come to us and say, I had these 5 orgs in mind, that's all I want. If that's the case, that could take a little bit more time, because if those 5 orgs aren't looking to expand, we can't really do much. Other clients come to us, say, I'm completely open to whatever you have, bring me any and all offers, and we will start rolling in offers for them, usually within, sometimes there's a week or 2. So it really kind of depends what the client wants. Once again, we always fully support our client. If they only want to sign with a big org, that's fine by us. If they are open to all orgs of all sizes, we'll collect as many offers as possible, and we'll make the best decision for everyone.
Do orgs look mostly for NA streamers and content creators, or are they expanding into EU as well? I'm EU, and 50% of my audience is NA, though.
So, I mean, there's a lot of orgs now that are starting in EU before coming over to NA. I mean, one of the most known ones recently was Enterprise Gaming. They completely started in EU with, they signed 4 or 5 guys over in EU, moved over to NA, where they ended up signing Wavy Jacob. I think they signed another guy or 2. I mean, they went about it opposite way. I mean, there is orgs that are getting more into EU, but a lot of newer orgs now are willing to start in EU and then move over to NA, because they know that there's a lot of good free agents available in the EU market.
What's your favorite org to work with?
That's a tough question. I mean, they're all great. I mean, they really are. Like, the amount of respect that they have for us. I mean, obviously we enjoy working with, I would say, like a group of organizations more than just in general, just because it's always a smoother process and it's a quicker process, rather than some organizations take a little bit longer to get back to you and make a decision. Some organizations that probably is pretty evident who we have really good relationships with, and it's a faster process, would be the KNGs, the XSets, the Luminosities, because we get people signed to them pretty quickly. It's not like a month-long process trying to get the contract out of them and everything like that. So we like working with all organizations. I mean, even some of the newer organizations like OA and VS Bandits, I mean, they were great to work with, and I mean, it was a quick process. Pretty much, if the organization's willing to move things fast, and that's what we like. We don't like things dragging along for too long.
Eamon said, what do you look for people when you're trying to work with them, and do you usually reach out to them, or do they reach out to you?
That's a good question, Eamon. I mean, at first we were really reaching out to people because our name wasn't too known. Since then, we haven't done too much DMing anyone. A lot of people have reached out to us, and then we have a process that we look into everything. When we're considering bringing on someone, we really only want to bring on people that we think is going to be beneficial, that we can be beneficial for them. We don't want to just bring on everyone, and then especially not be able to do too much work for them. So, especially because of our reputation that we have built over in the short time, is the fact that we can do a lot for our guys, and we want to continue having that reputation. So if we think that we would be beneficial for you, if we think that we can get you sponsors, if we think that we could potentially get you signed with an organization, then we would definitely bring you on as a client. That being said, so a lot of stuff that we look at is, follower count, Twitter impressions, Twitter analytics, your concurrent viewers on Twitch or whatever other streaming channel you have, all things that really organizations and sponsors consider when deciding on their decision.
I love that you signed a lot of girls recently. It's very inspiring to see.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Storm Angel is one of our girls in here right now. And actually, Storm Angel is a good example of how we help out where we actually see nothing out of it. Luminosity was just throwing an event saying, you think you can stream tournament that was for $10,000. Pretty much they were judging young streamers and seeing how they would do, and they would rate them, and the winner got $10,000. It's still going on currently, but I mean, the founder of Luminosity, Menashe, he reached out to us asking if we had anybody that might be interested in the tournament. Storm Angel is one of the people that we got in there, so was a couple other of our clients that we put in there for it. Something like that, we see nothing out of it, but I mean, it gives great exposure for our clients, and it also gives them the possibility of winning the tournament, which is awesome. But I mean, the biggest thing that comes out of that is the exposure and the learning experience, because you're getting feedback from a professional, well-known content creator that will give you feedback about how your stream is and everything like that. So that's ways that we assist our clients beyond just trying to make money off of them, so to speak.
He has a pack of marauders chasing him down. Needs to be careful right up against this mountain too. Someone get an easy third-party situation.
So the way that we work with all of our clients, $167.
That's hilarious.
The way that we work with all of our clients is on a commission base. We think
So you don't pay up front, Simon.
You don't pay up front. We're not like an editor or something like that. We think that we should only be paid when you guys get paid, because we have to work for you. That's what you're paying for us to do, is to work for you, to get you signed to orgs, to get you signed to sponsors and everything like that. So we work on a commission base with our clients.
Exactly. It's a percentage of what you earn, and only what we work for you to get. That's
so if you guys had if our clients had a deal lined up, a merch deal, a contract with G Fuel that they already had, etc. They already had a deal where we did no work whatsoever. We didn't review the contract. We didn't negotiate the contract. We did nothing for them on the deal. Then we're not taking a percentage from that. That's 100% on that. Oftentimes, if we're going to terminate our agreement with a client, or a client terminates the agreement with us, we tell them you should still receive competent legal advice on those contracts. Let's say this, and I'm a strong believer in this. All the contracts right now in this industry are very detrimental to the pro. If you review the contract, and if you review the contract with the organization or with the sponsor, there's multiple clauses in the contract, multiple things that just need to be changed in the contract that make the contract way more fair. Bonuses is something. A bonus structure is often something that we negotiate in a contract for our clients.
And most of the time, those aren't even in to start.
No, they're never in something to start. And we get to negotiate a lot of contracts for our clients. Also, a renegotiation period. If a client signs a 12-month contract, they probably should have a renegotiation period somewhere in that contract. I mean, I could go on and on about different stuff that we work with, and with our relationship with the organizations and sponsors, they know that that's what we're looking for. So it's often not even really that big of a conversation. We'll say, they know, hey, we're working with Carter Pulse, we need this in the contract, and it becomes a lot more smoother and easier because of this past relationship and the past work that we have done with the organizations and sponsors.
What do you mean by signing people and take a cut or something?
So I mean, it's basically asking. So we work on a commission base. So we only get paid when our clients get paid. We don't get paid on a monthly payment. There's some clients that we had that we still are yet to make any money off of, but yet we're still working every day for them, trying to reach out to organizations and sponsors for them. We believe that we should only get paid when our clients do get paid. So that is why our contract is a commission based with our current clients. And
we, for example, too, we have a client and she came to us and she wanted to take that next step. And she asked, I already have a lot of things already in place, merch, a strong following, and she was afraid that, if she signed with us that we would somehow cut into that or take what she's already worked for. We don't take a cut of anything that we don't
work on.
Exactly.
Yeah. What are some examples you would release a client?
I think we would release a client. I mean, we would never release a client if they were quote unquote underperforming or stopped becoming like as relevant. We would still try to work with them to bring them back up to the level that they once were. The only time that we would really release a client is if they kept raising their expectations. If they tell us, oh, like we're looking to sign an organization deal for $3,000 a month, and we start bringing them offers for $3,000, $3,500 a month, and then all of a sudden they're like, well, actually I want $4,000, $4,500 now. And if they keep doing that, that's a bad look for our company working with organizations, because we have a good trust and relationship with all these organizations. So if I tell the organization, hey, $3,500 he signs tomorrow, and then they say, okay, done, and we go back to our client, he's just like, well, now that they said $3,500, let's try to get $4,500. Situations like that is where we might want to cut ties and not be working with each other, because yes, while we're always looking out for the best of our client, at the same time our company has a good relationship with organizations that we value a lot.
Yeah.
Over there.
I guess they're watching the stream.
Yeah, Paige, we help with sponsors. That's honestly probably one of the biggest things, because that could be really beneficial to our clients. But yeah, we definitely do that.
It's not something that necessarily we always benefit out of. I mean, a lot of sponsors start off with just an affiliate code, and they make commission off people using their affiliate link or affiliate code that they have. And we really don't see anything out of it as for our company, but I mean, if our clients are happy, then we're happy. So it's a different kind of work, but I mean, we have great connections with Steel Series, G Fuel, Advanced GG, Razor. Can keep going on. I mean, they're all great people, and we have good connections with them, so it's pretty easy to work with them. I mean, G Fuel. I haven't yet met like one of those G Fuel managers that are like a bad person. Like, I mean, I feel like I've worked with 4 or 5 different G Fuel managers, and they're always like great people and great to be. They're pretty responsive, and it's funny because they're definitely competitive, like among one another, because they're like, oh, if you have more clients, hit me up, not hit up one of the other ones, and it like cracks me up that they're like that.
Based off commission.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, Mega, we're always in for some G Fuel. Send some G Fuel.
Yeah, we see nothing out of those G Fuel
sponsors. Every one of our clients who has the G Fuel sponsorship, we know we don't get any. We want some.
How does one hire you guys for marketing strategies? Are you guys getting connected with sponsorships?
So like when we say marketing strategy, the thing that we help a lot when it comes to marketing strategy is a lot of sponsorships start off as a straight affiliate code, and you get commission off of your sales. So we'll work with our guys to tell them what's a good tweet to send, a good time to send tweets, everything like that. Develop a way that they can make the most commission off their affiliate code. So we'll develop a marketing strategy with them for that. When it comes to connecting with sponsors, they really look for a lot of things that orgs similarly look for. Concurrent viewers on Twitch, YouTube, whatever your streaming platform is, and also for your followers on all channels and everything like that. Or sponsorships really look for how much exposure their partnership will get with you. Obviously, if you're with a sponsor after a few months and it's been very beneficial towards the sponsor, we have good relationships with the sponsors, so we'll renegotiate with them and try to get a paid contract at that point. So it's really a big process, and a lot more goes into it. It's not as simply as, Steel Series or G Fuel just saying, hey, like, we're going to do a partnership with you guys. It's a big process, really.
Yeah. What are the main things in a contract that needs to be seen by a lawyer? Yeah, then you. Hey, what are you trying to get rid of us?
No, without going into too much detail, because it
Can't turn on
I
the
went
people
from
that
no agent to
type one
agent and
after
LG in a
type
month. Exactly. That's all that needs to be said. We'll say that. We'll leave it at what Alan said. No agent to agent,
Guys,
LG
type
in
one
a
if you
month.
get sniped out of
That's
video
all that
right
needs to
now.
be
Type one.
said.
But it's everything. Every
Everything.
detail.
There's
of it
so
matters.
much. Yeah.
Tell them in the last.
Who watches you two guys? I didn't start type one.
In the last 5 months,
I've
we've
only
signed
involved it.
26
What it is.
clients to organizations. 26.
Yep.
And now they're all on contract, making money monthly. So they are definitely enjoying that.
Oh yeah.
And that's 11 different orgs.
We've all done
11
before
different
that.
orgs. So we have contact with basically
Now where
every
we have
single
someone that's
org.
got
I
a
mean,
pop,
even if we
everyone thinks
don't
about
get
the
them
number
signed to an org, we have a contract with that, or contact with that org.
Talked to CLG multiple times, but we have yet to get one that worked out.
Yeah. I would
Yeah,
say we
yeah.
probably have a contact with every
Let's
org if you name
discuss.
it, most likely. In any
Let me see
way.
if he has a family
possible, I feel
friendly
like.
tag. Nope. Just
Sign
has the
all of
English tag.
LG and XET.
Well, when you sign on.
And the
Hey,
tag-
you still got 11 different or
That's
9
impossible.
different orgs out there, so. Thank you, everyone. We hope you enjoyed this video. This was part 2 of a 3-part series. Please tune in next week on the same day to find out how we helped Waffles get unbanned, and if there's anything we can do to help Jarvis get unbanned. Don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube, and be sure to follow us on Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. Thanks, guys. See you next week.